Hello and welcome to the section of the TI-89 Calculator Tutor. Here we're going to dive into the ability of this calculator to plot and analyze what we call parametric equations. Parametric equations. If you have never heard of what a parametric equation is, if you don't know how to plot parametric equations, if the entire concept of it is something you haven't even touched on, then this entire little module really isn't going to do that much good. But eventually, when you study enough math up into advanced algebra and into calculus and beyond, you will study parametric equations. And basically what they are is, instead of plotting a function of x, f of x, or y is equal to some function of x, you kind of have two pairs of functions, x as a function of time t, and y as a function of time t. Notice on your calculator you have dedicated buttons for x, y, and z, and t, and that's because these are the most fundamental letters and letters that you use all the time. We use T a lot because T stands for time. So you're going to be using this button T when we put our parametric equations in. So the first thing you need to do to set this up is go into the mode menu, and the very first entry, when it says graph, we are in function mode. Function means f of x, or y is equal to some function of x. So when we go in here, like we haven't made any really changes at all, we'll just go ahead and hit escape. We'll go to y equals, green button y equals. You see it's got all the places for us to put our functions. y1 is equal to something, y2, y3, and so on. Right? So this is what we've been doing all through this point. The TI-89 Calculator Tutor, Volume 1, covered how to do all of this type of plotting, including how to do the tracing and the zooming and the plotting and the tables and all that stuff related to graphing regular old functions. Well, now we're not really graphing regular functions anymore. We're graphing a parametric guy. So in order to make it available as an option for us, we have to change it from function mode to parametric. So that's number 2. Now notice there's some other choices under here: polar, three-dimensional, differential equations. There's lots of capabilities of this calculator, but to do parametric mode we have to be in number 2. So it changes to parametric. So hit enter, and now forevermore, until we change it again, everything that we graph in this calculator is going to be defined in terms of a parametric equation. So if we go back to y equals like this, notice we do not have y1, y2, y3, y4. We have something a little bit different. We have xt1, xt2. Actually, we have xt1, yt1, xt2, yt2, xt3, yt3. Basically, for every parametric equation that you would like to plot, you're going to have two functions. And you should really think of it this way. I cannot give you a full lesson in parametric equations here while we're looking at a calculator screen. But basically, instead of y being a function of x, what you do when you parameterize an equation, or if you plot a parametric function,